Wood project. We're going to invest 1.2 billion in the area. Wages, contractors, consultants, suppliers, and services. Page 7, as you can see, it's a more detailed map of what is the Wood project. As I said before, the Wood is something like 50 miles away from Wheatfield, and it's not very far from the old White Pine line, which is 30 miles. You can see all the details and infrastructures around that project. Page 8, it's a more detailed map of all the infrastructures we want to build in the future. We have the box cut and the access of the mine underground, and we have the process plant, so everything is there in that small map. On page 9, what is the approach of the Copperwood project? So first, you can see at the top there is a new equipment called continuous miner. This equipment is full electrical, and you want to go ahead with that new technology. It's just brand new on the market, and you want to go ahead with that because the efficiency and the future is what it's good that equipment. And the idea behind that is to put all the connections and the internet on that machine to see in real time what is the data mining, statistics, machine learning, and artificial intelligence on that equipment. So this is the future. It's going to help us to mine some lower rates in different mining projects. And finally, at the bottom of the page, talent development, you all know the area of Ireland and Wheatfield. We're going to have to train some workers to be part of these big projects. Page 10, rapidly, is just technical information for the deposit of Copperwood project. To that, on page 11, what we can see right there is the difference between the previous feasibility study from Urbana 2012 and what we have right now with Highland Copper. So you can see in red that was a deposit at that time, and with the new feasibility study in 2017, we decided to drill section 5, which had more than 46% of the resources for the project. So with that resources, it's possible to have a project. Page 12 is showing you the project timeline. So the feasibility study started in Q1 in 2017, and you can see all the steps to complete the project, and the operation will be in place in Q1 2021. So it's a process of 4 years. Soon as the Copperwood project is completed, the next mine will be the White Pine. So I'm pretty sure everybody remember the big mine at White Pine for 50 years. So we have a project there up north from the old property of White Pine, and there is more than 1.7 million pounds of copper there. So this is the next project. So in 2018, we're going to start the study to understand how much capital we have to do. And as soon as we have the Copperwood project in operation with that cash flow, we can reinvest the money in that project. This is very good future for us. On page 15, it's again technical information about the deposit of White Pine, which is very important to understand is Copperwood will have a life of mine of 12 years, but with White Pine, it's 4 times bigger. So we can go up to more than 30 years of operation with that plant, which is kind of Page 17, so this is our future with EX. So we have some land, like I said before, in the area of Eagle Mine. You can see on the map, the red line showing off the locations of the property. So every time you can see a X, this is maybe a future deposit. So there is some gold, there is some copper, there is some zinc, there is some silver. So a lot of potential right there. And we have a specific team working now, 15 geologists trying to put in place a plan for 2019 to start to drill one of these targets. On page 18, this is the executive summary. What is the major milestone for the future? So first one, we got a grant aid for the road 519 to assess the Copperwood project. So we have to report this month. So this is good news for us. Next one is to get energy on site. So we have some discussion right now with different suppliers to bring a pipeline from Woodfield to the site. Some discussions ongoing. Next step, permitting. The application will be sent by the end of the month, and we are targeting to have the appropriation of these permits by Q3 2018. And after that, Copperwood project, White Pine project, and the last 2 lines in the table are first the legislative Part 31 for resources protection. This one is linked with the about future projects, and this is very important for us to discuss it. So I will let Mr. Scott discuss the bill.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and city members. Thanks for the opportunity to speak with you this afternoon. And Highland Copper and its entities are kind of unique on the block here for mining. And we looked at Eagle's experience in the Part 632 and the learning process, and we're learning a lot as we go along. And we want to learn by that experience and try to anticipate issues as they arise. And we've been working with this Senate Bill 881 now for not nearly as long as other bills, 3940, but we've been having discussions with DEP staff over the last several weeks and exchanged drafts of the language back and forth. So we have been working with them and we'll continue to do so. As Sylvain mentioned, Highland plans to develop these other base metal mines in western UP. And they include not just copper, but nickel, silver, gold, zinc. So it's not just the base ones, but also other non-ferrous metals. And Section 3116 of Part 31 has a very important exemption from the Water Resource Protection Act for mining companies. But right now, it only applies to copper and iron mining companies. So we are proposing with this provision, first of all, that exemption should extend to all non-ferrous mining operations as well. With the recognition of the value of the state's economy of these mineral reserves in the UP and the comprehensive use of Part 632, we think this exemption should apply to all these other mining companies. And as Sylvain described, there's a long timeline for all these projects to get them up and running. And investments are being made right now in the long-term future. Probably one of the biggest investments is land. There is the need to acquire property rights way in advance of actual construction. And it's especially true for tailings deposit facilities. So many years in advance, they have to tie up property rights to these areas where tailings is supposed to take place. And there's a recognition that mined out pits to become tailings disposal facilities are both economically and environmentally the best route, actually the best mining practices for disposal and treatment of tailings. And that's shown by Eagle's experience with using the Humboldt mine pit. It's a good example of use of these. And also, in terms of long-term use, these mined out pits being used, they're typically located in brownfield areas, so there's already infrastructure in place. You don't have to go build new roads to get access to them, build new utility lines, water supplies already there typically, so you're not going to use other natural areas to build all these new facilities. And because Part 632 has stringent requirements for reclamation and cleanup and that sort of thing, these areas will be restored and be able to be reused in the future without any concerns for safety for the community. So the use of these pits, in addition to the benefit to the mining company economically, there's an environmental advantage to using them, and constitute best mining practices, we think, also going into the future. In tailings disposal facilities, tailings basins under the statute, they're not all the same either. I mean, some of them will be designed to be treatment facilities like they do with Humboldt Mine. Some of those will have outfalls to surface waters of the state. Some won't. Part 632, enacted in 2004, was way before 3116 was adopted as part of Part 31. And it established a process for permitting mining operations, but only if they could prove, in order to get the permit, that they could demonstrate to the DEQ that they would not pollute or impair the natural resources of the state or the public trust in natural resources. So it's a very high standard to meet under Part 632 already. And within Part 632, there are numerous provisions that apply specifically to tailings facilities in terms of protecting the natural resources, including the water resources. For instance, Section 63205 has requirements for the environmental impact assessment, the environmental protection plan, and these must address how tailings facilities are protective of the environment for the long run, including water resources. There's also specific provisions there to prevent and control leaching of deposits, tailings deposits to groundwater, and protect against runoff of deposits to the surface water. There's financial assurance and monitoring requirements in place for those purposes as well. And the Part 632 permit is not effective until all other permits are obtained from the MDQ, including the NIPDIS permit, which discharges the waters of the state from the tailings facility. With our proposed revisions to Section 3116, we're trying to achieve two different things. First is simply to extend the protection of the exemption to all non-ferrous mining companies, instead of just copper and iron. Second, we're trying to clarify the language of the exemption for tailing facilities and bring it more into alignment with Part 632 and actual mining practices. The first part of that is to extend some of the defined terms from Part 632 and bring them into 3116 because they deal with the same thing, and that's tailings disposal in waters. And taking more comprehensive language and better defined terms from 632 and applying them in this section, I think makes a lot of sense. And also, we're trying to replace that. There's a vague description in 3116 that pertains to the DEP making a determination as to whether only a minimal amount of residue resulting from placement of tailings has escaped into public waters, with a more precise term actually used in Part 31, which requires a permit for any waste or waste effluent discharged into the waters of the state. It's a much clearer and easier term to understand and apply in practice. So, and we think this goes back to the original intent of what 3116 was supposed to achieve, which is creating an exemption for mining companies on property they only control completely, which is defined as inland waters in that section, or if you will, non-public waters, not waters of the state, and only require a permit under Part 31 for discharge into what the provision calls public waters, waters of the state, and that's referred to specifically in that section. So we think that the intent of the permit does not change. This adds more clarity, and it gives the mining companies like Highland more direction moving forward. It gives the regulators more direction also in dealing with the mining companies. I think it's better for everybody. It helps so that companies like Highland can do more long-term planning with certainty, and go forward from there. Thank you.
Thank you for testimony. Are there any questions? Seeing none, thank you. I've got a card to read in. It's a struggle, man. The conservation motors does not wish to speak, but pulses the 81. With that, I have no more cards, so can Mark still hear me?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Okay, there was somebody else that wanted to speak. I've got a few minutes here yet, and I'll stay if they wanted to say something, Matt.
Did you speak about 881 already?
That's what
We did, yeah.
Well, you had mentioned that you're representing 400 some families that make a living from the mining industry. Can you hear me okay?
It's really sensitive. You can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Now, Tom Casperson, you and I talked on the phone yesterday. And I want to start off by saying that we're not here to fight any of these families that make a living from the mining industry, okay? We're not here to fight them. So please, please don't pit us together or pit us against each other. That's not what this is about, okay? The fact is, Regina, Gracie, and myself, we came here to represent the thousands of people in our community, our neighboring communities downstream, who are extremely opposed to the Back 40 project. And I'm not here to kill the Eagle Mine. That's not what this is about. But I will say this. You had mentioned yesterday about if you were going to have a garage built on your property, in your backyard, there's a permitting process that needs to happen with that.
If I can stop you just for 1 second, could you please identify your full name so we can put it in the record? The clerk would like to write it.
Right on. Sorry about that. Anthony J. Corey.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I want to point out, I feel the need to point out that a mining industry, that is an industrial. That's industrial. You building a... Excuse me. Are you listening to me, Tom Casperson? I don't think you're listening. Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay. The garage that you want to build on your property, in your backyard, that is a residential area. For a mining company, that is an industrial area, plot of land. And it's important that there is a different standard, a higher standard required from mining companies, more so than a residential area. There are thousands of people opposed to this kind of mining. Now, again, I'm not here to kill the Eagle Mine. That's not what this is about. But the Back 40 project is a project. And so long as we are here, we are humans here, our existence needs to be respected. We will not let this become a mine. We will never let it become a mine. You need to respect our existence. That's very important. I'm extremely opposed to all three of these because any loosening of the permitting process with the mining industry, you're jeopardizing our water supply, jeopardizing our way of life, fishing, hunting, everything. Everything's on the line with this. If you allow this to happen, I would never, ever put you on the chopping block. I would never wish ill will for your personal, for your individual person, your physical person. I would never wish ill will for you or your family. Why should it be any different for myself and my family? Regina and Gracie, their family, for our entire community. Why are you putting mining families before our families? That's what it seems like. That's how I'm perceiving it. It's how a lot of us perceive it. And you guys kind of tend to lump us together. But you know what? I'm here as your constituent, representing thousands of constituents, your constituents. So I ask, please reject these bills, all three of them, 839, 840, and 881. Gone. These bills need to die. We need to respect life, all life, your life, the lives of the families that make a living from mining, our families that make a living from tourism, from fishing, hunting, all of these things. Respect is mutual, and if you do not respect us, I don't know what to tell you, because there's thousands of people that are going to be watching this. Be mindful of that, Senator Casperson. Now, I didn't get a chance to talk to any of the other senators, the other four. I have a simple life. I'm a very busy man. I shovel the snow, feed our animals. I don't have a whole lot of time to do this. This is extremely out of my way to take part in this meeting. I'm a common person. please don't neglect our existence. Please. Thank you.
Thank you, Troy. Are there any questions? Seeing none, thank you. And I believe that's all we have for testimony. And I'm almost out of time here, Kathleen.
Hi, my name is Kathleen, and I registered to speak on these bills. Unfortunately, 881 was not available until today, and it was a very poor connection when Copperwood was just speaking about the Copperwood project. Highland Copper seems to have some very specific intentions regarding 881, which are still sort of becoming clear. I would just like to remind everyone what's at stake when you're talking about tailings, specifically with the Copperwood project and their potential reuse of the White Pine tailings facility. You have to picture Lake Superior, starting in the 1970s, photos taken of Lake Superior show that the tailings from the White Pine Basin, the tailing basins, were actually flushed out into Lake Superior in enormous quantities. They're still visible to some extent from aerial photographs. It's not a minor question to talk about what the residual amount of minerals are that could be flushed out and leave a mine waste treatment area or a tailings basin. This is a very important environmental concern. We have not had examples of polymetallic mines in that area, and so the loosening of the Section 3116 to create an exemption for specifically the treatment tailings from polymetallic ore bodies at the White Pine tailings facility, for example, which I know that they're talking about reusing. The Mineral River operated as a sewer pipe directly connecting the tailing basins at the White Pine with Lake Superior. It was a very short flush out into the lake. And when you're opening up the language protecting Part 31 water quality standards, that's what we're talking about. Copper and iron were already in there. The mining regulations regarding copper and mining are different than the polymetallic ore bodies. But they're talking about areas elsewhere in Lake Superior, Western Mining District in Upper Michigan. They're also talking about potentially synergizing the use of existing facilities, right, reusing tailing basins, and trying to bring tailings or material to a centralized location for milling. So that would have the example, in that case of White Pine, of magnifying potential environmental impacts for the White Pine community, bringing in ore material from other ore bodies and processing it at one central location solves a problem for the mining company, but it opens up a water quality concern. And that's a serious water quality concern. I heard him talk about how he thinks that affecting the language to make it more broad, to cover the minerals in more a generic term. Any critical mineral, any metal could be defined as a mineral. That's really opening up Part 31 in a way that I find very dangerous. And I don't think that we've had enough information about this. So I asked the committee to review that very carefully. These are not small water quality concerns. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathleen. Just a reminder again, we're not voting today, so if you could look over, we appreciate any comments you might have on it as we move forward with Kathleen. So appreciate your testimony.
Thank you.
Okay. With that, with no further business before the Senate Committee on Natural Resources, we are adjourned.
That beat's going to Lansing. Pardon me? That beat's going to Lansing.